If you're sick of chasing placements, getting no results, or you're looking to land your first placement using a proven strategy that's worked for me, getting songs with major artists such as Gunna, Tory Lanez, Lil Keed, then this video is for you. I'm going to be breaking down my exact strategy that's got me placements with these major artists and more, and I still continue to do to this day. So let's dive into it. So as you can see here, Gunna, Tory Lanez, Gunna, and Lil Keed. So these are just a couple of examples. I've got way more songs, but just to show you, this is what I did to land my first placements and what I still do today. So the first strategy is how to find producers to network with. And I'm just going to go over some basic ways that you might have heard and then other ways that you might not have heard. So the first way that everyone has heard is Genius. So Genius, just going up here and let's say Gunna, finding the artist, boom, coming down to his latest album, and from here you've got the producers of the song, and you can also find the songwriters, which this is a really good way to find songwriters. So let's say this is more on the pop side, or if an artist uses writers, you'll be able to find writers and reach out to them. But this method everyone knows. You're also able to find an A&R as well as the engineers who's worked on the song that you can reach out to, as well as their publisher. So Genius method, everyone still does it, but it is worth it for that exact reason. Now, another way to find producers is going on Discords. So I know there's a couple Discords, like Oscar Zulu has one, Max Shooter, who else? Just do your own research. I think Waves or Wavs has one, which is really good. So going on these Discord servers, being able to network and reach out to them, posting your samples, that's actually landed me maybe 1 or 2 placements, or it's allowed me to network with a couple producers. So I would recommend finding Discords that you can connect with other producers there. Another method is going through other producers' following. So let's say you use Wheezy, for example. You would just come up here to following, and this is tedious. It's going to take you a lot of time, but you got to do what most other producers aren't going to do. So you would just come down here and just find all the producers that he follows and reach out to them. So for example, Okami, I know that's my boy, producer, Max Shooter once again, Juke Wong, blah, 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 blah. The list goes on, Des Wright, Wonder Girl. And you don't have to do it for all these major producers. You can go to some of these, I don't want to say smaller producers, but the producers without like a massive following. So Okami, for example, you can just go through his and reach out to them. So this is a really underrated method that most people don't do because it does take a lot of time. And you can do the same thing with artists. So let's say you want to find more artists to work with. You can just search up Lil Baby, for example, go through his following, and from there you might be able to find artists that maybe are signed to him or that he follows. Like Lil Dan, for example, 90% sure that he's signed to Lil Baby, but boom, I didn't even have to scroll and you found an artist. I don't know who Saint is, but potentially he may be an artist. Let's check. Yeah, it looks like he may be an artist, so boom, you've just found someone else to reach out to. The next one, in terms of finding producers, is using sample pack sites like Waves, Drumify, that type of thing. So if you just come up to Waves and you just go explore, you'll be able to find all these producers here. And the good thing is you'll be able to hear their sounds. So let's come up here. So Luke, for example, damn, I really like his sound. I'm gonna go hit him up. And you can go through his profile. I'm sure you'll be able to find his Instagram somewhere if you do some digging. Boom, you've got his Instagram, bang. Okay, guess not. You'll be able to find his Instagram and then reach out to them, which is a good way. And the same thing is with Drumify. Let's say you want to find, and you're like, damn, I love this. Like, fine, go to Crew. Crew's my boy, by the way. There we go. Here, you'll be just be able to like search them up. Okay, Crew, bang, boom, search, Crew. Okay, I don't know why Instagram does not like me today, but you get the point. You guys aren't idiots. You guys get the point. So those are the main ways on how I would find producers to work with. So just to recap, Genius, using Discord servers, other producers following, and using sample packs like Waves, Drumify, etc. Now we can get into how to find artists. So this is a method that I've recently been doing and it's been working really well for me. And it's by using Spotify Discover Weekly. So every Monday it updates. So what I do is every Monday I would go through my Discover Weekly, listen. I don't listen to the whole song. You can kind of tell within 5-10 seconds of a song if you fuck with it or not. So I would just go through all of this and be like, damn, okay, cool. I like Colts. I'm going to go here. I like his song, let's say, for example, FNF, and then go bang, boom. Now you found his Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to him there. Then what I would do is, let's say you like Colts, for example, you can go through fans also like, and you can just press play and just go through the songs and be like, okay, cool. Dom's cool as well. AC, not a big fan. Roland, love him, blah, 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 blah. And just keep doing that and just keep going down the rabbit hole to find these artists. And the good thing about Spotify is they recently added different sections here with different songs. So let's say you make multiple genres. Like for me, it has rap, new age, R&B. I would be able to find a bunch of R&B artists, a bunch of like underground, new age, emotional, whatever it is. So it gives you a whole list of people that you can reach out to. So that's what I would do is I would go through them, find an artist that I like. Okay, cool. I like this Jammer guy. Go to like Jammer Bands Radio and boom, now you found a lot more artists. So here, there's no excuse to not find artists. And the more you listen to these smaller artists, the more Spotify is going to pick up on that. Then tailor your Discover Weekly to these smaller artists who you can actually reach out to rather than the big dogs like Drake, Travis, Don, for example. And the same thing goes on SoundCloud. I'm pretty sure on the right, you've got like a little section that says like song radio or station that they call it. And you can do the same thing. I just prefer Spotify because those who post on Spotify usually a bit more serious than those who just post on SoundCloud. I digress. Now we can go into how to find A&Rs because a lot of people underestimate A&Rs and also overestimate them. I understand both sides, but how to find A&Rs is you would go to something called programmable search engine. Not a lot of people, I don't think any producer has found this way except for me. So what you want to do is come up to Google and search up programmable search engine. Click the first one, click get started. Here you want to type in the name of your search engine. And it doesn't really matter, you can go Twitter, for example. And then here you want to come up to here and go twitter.com, instagram.com, LinkedIn, whatever it is. Click I'm not a robot and then just click create. Then from there, you'll come up to back to all engines. Open in a new window for the one. So let's just say Instagram, for example. From here, what you're going to do is type in like, let's say A&R. Hit search. Now here, boom, A&R Factory. Obviously, you'll have to sift through it and then you'll have to do some more digging and refining it. Boom. And then let's just say I refine it to Sony A&R. Stephanie Maguire. Boom. You found your first A&R. And then you would be able to like reach out to Stephanie. And this is like a hit or miss. You'll have to search through a lot of pages. The max is only 10. So you'll just keep going through all the pages, find a bunch of different A&Rs, that type of thing. So this is an underrated way where you can find A&Rs. On Genius, I know sometimes, as I mentioned before, you'll be able to find the A&R. But to me, it's a hit or miss. This, you'll be able to find a bunch more A&Rs that you can reach out to. Next is how to find managers. So managers can be super useful depending on how big they are. And to find them, it's super easy. You would just go on Google and search up, let's say, Party Next Door manager. The reason I use him is because I know whose manager is. And sometimes it'll show up. In other cases, what you want to do is you want to come down to this site where it's called Booking Agent Info. So what you could do is search up Party Next Door manager booking agent info. And then you come up here, click the website, and then it'll tell you Party Next Door is managed by Tyler Henry, who I know is his manager. And sometimes if you want to pay for it, I did pay for it once. I don't know how much it is, but you can get the contact email and even the phone number, which is super valuable if you decide to do that. But I find this method to be super reliable. Obviously, sometimes you can find the management sometimes in the artist bio, but you can reach out to there. But sometimes you might not be able to. That's why, depending on the size of the artist, booking agent info is the place to go to. So the last one is how to find engineers. Probably the most underrated role in the music industry and one of the best ways to get placements. So what I would do is you want to figure out all the key areas in the world. So like a Miami, New York, Atlanta, depending on what type of music that you make. Miami, LA, New York, Atlanta, X, Y, and Z, London, whatever. And you want to search up best studios in Miami. And sometimes you might have to do best recording studios in Miami, for example. Boom. Now you've got House of Hits. You want to come up to the website and you want to go through the website. You can have a look at their Instagram. Sometimes the Instagram will post their artists or you could say their engineers. And what you need to do is you want to go to like an about section, and you'll be sometimes in the about section, you'll find the team. So obviously here, it doesn't seem like it shows their team. So you can go back. Let's go A2F Studios website, about us, meet the team. Perfect. Now you can just go through here and be like, okay, cool. Senior engineers, Pamela Velez. And then now you've got her name. Now you can just search her up on Instagram and just do the same thing for everyone here and reach out to them. This has been a super underrated way to find engineers. And sometimes you can find the new up and coming engineers who are more than happy to A&R your beats, play them out. And then if you say, hey, I'm happy to split you in the cut, if something does get placed, that gives them an incentive to use your beats or use your samples in a session. So if you're looking to do this for engineers, I would recommend this method. And on top of that, I haven't finished. If you come up to Music Gateway, you'll be able to find like a list of all the studios in Miami. There you go. Here are the top picks. And now you have a full list of the best studios that people would recommend going to Miami. And then all you need to do is rinse and repeat for every major city. So best studios in Atlanta, best studios in New York, whatever. Now you'll have, number one, a list of studios for if you do decide to go there. Number two, a list of engineers that work there. That way you can reach out to all of them. Hey, I'm a producer, more than happy to like cut you into the record. If you use my stuff, play them in beats or A&R them out, and boom, make that connection. So that's what I would really recommend if you're looking to find engineers. So now that you have the method, what do I say? You don't want to fit in just like everyone else and do the old way of reaching out to people, which is just generic. Hey, I've got beats for you. Let me know where I can send them. Or yo, I'm in your city. Let's work. The thing that's wrong with it is everyone does it and it's super easy to ignore because these bigger producers get it every single day. And it shows no personality and it's easy to come across as a copy and pasted, a bot, that type of thing. So what you want to do is the new way of networking. And it's sending voice messages. So here are a couple of examples of the success that I've gotten. Bro, this is the best DM I've gotten from a producer. I'd love to lock in. I sent a voice message. He sent one back. Once again, this guy with 40K, I sent him a voice message. 86K, sent him a voice message, and he replied. So why it works is because it sparks curiosity. And it shows more personality than just sending text on a screen. Plus, you send out because no one is sending voice messages. And you build trust faster because you sound like a real person and they hear the tonality and your personality in your voice message. So what you want to say in these is a personalized comment. Hey Drake, I loved your last album. The song Nokia was crazy, my favorite song on the album. You want to provide value. So you want to say, if you ever need like beats, loops, ideas, or anything, I would love to send you a pack. I've got some shit that I reckon you'll really fuck with. Let me know the best place to send it to. Boom. Short and sweet. No one cares about your life story. Hey, I'm a producer from Korea. I've done blah, 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 blah. No one cares. People ultimately just care about themselves. So you just want to get to the point. That's why you want to keep it between like 10 to 30 seconds. And you want to provide like value. So if you see they might not have a website and you do websites or that you do graphic design, boom, that's going to help you stand out. Hey, say you're messaging Lil Baby, for example. Hey, Lil Baby, if you ever need cover art for your next album, let me know. I've got, and then you can show them like a bunch of profile, like examples of your work. I would love to create cover art for your next album. Boom. Easy value, as opposed to everyone else. Yo, let me send you beats, let me send you beats. And that's how you build value in other areas. So the actionable step I want you guys to take from this video is the next 20 people that you reach out to, send a voice message instead of a text and see how it goes, using the techniques that I've given you above. Now, the biggest thing that I forgot to mention at the start of the video is a hidden tip that no one ever talks about. Before that is I want to get into organizing everything. So this is just a Notion document that I think Kavi created that I've just tailored to me over time, and it helps me stay organized. So I write down a list of people that I want to reach out to. Then if I have their email public, I would just put it down in the email, or once I give it to me, I'd put it in the email. I would have a list of roles. So artist, A&R, manager, friend, loop maker, engineer, beat maker, DJ, songwriter, producer, you get the point. Then I would write down little notes like, okay, UK based, management, blah, 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 that type of thing. And under status, you can do like not started, so I haven't reached out but no reply, done, can't message, for example. That way it keeps you organized and you know, okay, cool, it's been 6 months since I reached out to Drake, let me reach back out. Or, okay, cool, I know I reached out to this person, I can put him to reached out or done, for example. And on top of that, what I do is I have a Google Sheet where I just write down all the names, the emails that I've collected, location, just so if I'm ever coming to that country, or that place, I can just reach out to them, as well as the genre. In case I have a list of all R&B people, I have a list of all dark trap, synth trap, or whatever it is, to stay organized. And the last email that I sent them, so I know, okay, cool, okay, it's been a while since I messaged Drake, let me hit him back up. And as you can see here, I'm organized by rappers, A&Rs, managers, producers, engineers, songwriters, DJs, lawyers, etc. All of this keeps me super organized. Now, the final best tip to build relationships, drum roll please, is be a human outside of music. That's the one biggest thing that I think producers are missing. They feel like they need to be locked in 24/7, only dialed in on music, have no passions out of it. Yes, it's cool, but you become one-dimensional. At the end of the day, we make music so much that sometimes it's refreshing to talk and do shit outside of music. So what that includes is meeting up in person rather than on text. If you're in the same city, go for a drink, do some fun shit together. Or if you see they have a similar interest, let's say you're into clothes and they are, boom, talk about that. Bro, did you see the new Rick Owens piece? For example, there's this producer that I know, and we've never linked, even though I'm in his country now, but we just send each other pictures of bags, just because we both know we like bags. And so if you have the same interest, talk about them. And you know the relationship is real when you start sending memes to each other. That is the best indication of if it's truly a relationship inside or outside of music. So hopefully this video was useful in helping you either get your next placement or get your first placement. Let me know if you guys have any videos, ideas, or topics that you want me to go over. If you want more one-on-one guidance and support from me, feel free to book in a call on the first link in the description. If not, I'll see you guys soon. See you in the next video. Peace.